Hello viewers, it's Itai, Chigaba and Hebert Nyamini. We're going to take you through a presentation on Whatweb and WhatsApp. So to get started, we will log into MetaExploit locally. So I'm now starting. So it's gonna take some time. So let me wait until it has finished starting all the services. Now it's ready to log in. Let me put the username. Okay. MSF admin. MSF admin. I've managed to log successfully into my MetaExploitable. Now I want to obtain the IP address. So I'll say if config. If I hit enter, I will get the address, which is the innate address here for my MetaExploitable locally. So I will exit, then I go to Cal Linux. I start my Cal Linux. Again, it's gonna take 2 to 3 minutes to load. So let me give it time. Okay, it's still initializing. It's almost there. Okay, now it's ready for login. Let me enter my username and my password. So I've successfully logged into my Cal Linux. So I will start with Whatweb. So I come here, I navigate under web analysis. Then I come here under web vulnerability scanners. Then I click Whatweb. So Whatweb simply means what is this web, right? So if you want to hack something, yeah, the first thing is you want to obtain some useful information for you to hack. So as you can see, yeah, the default landing page here is our help page, and it has a lot of options that we can use in our hacking. Okay, all these ones: target modification, aggression, HTTP options. These are the various options that we have. Let me switch from the shell here to the bash so that the history of my commands will be kept. So if I say bash, then it will change the bash. Then let me start my Whatweb vulnerability analysis. So I will start with the MetaExploitable address. So if I say what minus v for verbose. Then I'll simply say, let me see what's working with this. If I say run, right, if I run this, okay, let me see what will happen. Okay. I'm sure it's now performing. Oops, what happened? It's failing to open. Let me see. Why is it not running? Okay, let me try ping it. 192.168.178.130. Okay, as you can see, it's pinging, so it means my host is up. Right, let me stop the ping. Right, and try again. Right, don't know why it's taking some time to open. It's taking some bit of some time. That's just saying, oh, error. Okay, I'm seeing that the IP address is wrong. So let me try and correct, because it's not finding this IP address where I was putting a 175 here. It's actually a 178. I hope this time it will work. If I say enter, yes, it's now working. Yeah, and it is finished. So as you can see, I've managed to actually perform some vulnerability on my meta-exploitable here. And this is the address of my web. And as you can see, this is the title, meta-exploitable 2 Linux. The IP address is 192.168.178. The country is reserved ZZ, and it's running on PHP, Ubuntu 5.10, Ubuntu Linux, Apache 2.2, X powered by PHP, Web Dev. So, and the version of Apache is 2.2. And the HTTP server, as you can see, is running on Ubuntu Linux. Also, the PHP version 5.2.4 Ubuntu, and then web-based distribution version 2. All the information is there. So it means if I want to perform some hacking on this, even if I want to do cross-site scripting, I'll be in a position to do that. So let's come closer home and try to perform a Whatweb on Chino University. So I've typed this command, right? As you can see, now let me run. Let's hope my network went well. If I run it, yes, it has worked. It has managed to do vulnerability scanning on Chino University website. So as you can see, here, Chino University of Technology, I think it started up there. Right, it started up there. Right, started up there. set it up there. So as you can see from the time when I put the command, the web report for Chino University. So this is the web report. Then this is the IP address of the Chino University website, and this is the country where the web is hosted, which is Zimbabwe. Then HTTP server Ubuntu Apache 2.4.29. Redirect location is this one, cat www.cat.ac.zw, and all other information is we have demonstrated in the first demonstration with the meta-exploitable address. So now let's move to our second tool, which is OWASP ZAP. So let me clear my screen so that it looks good. All right. So I will navigate again. Then I'm now looking for my OWASP ZAP. Where is my OWASP ZAP? Where do I find it? Okay. Sub. Okay. I think I'll find it somewhere here. Alright. Yeah, here it is. So this one on the latest version is just called ZAP. If I click ZAP here, all right. If I click ZAP here, it will load and it will give you some tips. So my ZAP is loading, and the ZAP version which I'm using is 2.9.0. Now my ZAP is loaded. So it's asking me, do you want to persist? No, do not want to persist this. Okay, so this is the home page for my OWASP ZAP. You can see that there are automated scan, manual explore, and you can also get some help. As you can see here, you can also see the history of the searches. You can also see the searches. You can also see the alerts. You can also see the outputs. So how it works is, if you put a certain target, it will collect all the evidence that you need, and it can be grouped according to history, alerts, outputs. Here it will also put the timestamps, so you can do a quick scan. So let me start an automated scan here. So in this case, I will put my meta exploitable. I can put NWeb, but let me put my meta exploitable 192.168.178.130. So there are so many URLs that are there. One of them is dvwa/login. So to limit the amount of time which it is going to take in collecting the forensics, I'm going to limit it to the login page. So I will then click attack, but alternatively, I can also just put this URL and without specifying a specific website. But in this case, I'm interested in collecting evidence on the login page, right? So if I say attack, it will start to collect the evidence. As you can see, because I've limited it to a smaller number, is just a single page. These are the evidence that has been collected. So as you can see, in terms of history, this is the only thing that I've scanned. And in terms of the highest alert, it's medium. Then this is the URL, and it was getting an information, and it happened at 7 December 2020 around 2013. So if you come here on alerts, you see the alerts are grouped into different groupings. Like here, there are X frame options header, not set 2, as you can see. If you click here, you'll be able to see the alert in detail. This risk is medium, contents medium, evidence passive, and there's also a description. You are also seeing here under absence of cookies, absence of anti-CRF tokens. You can also see the evidence here is displayed, and the source. Even here, if you come on cookies, so etc. etc. If you go through these different alerts, you see the different types of evidence that has been collected. Even here, there's web access protection not enabled. So there are a number of alerts that are there. So if I come back here on the scan and remove this specific login page and say attack, you see that it will collect a lot of information, and it can end up taking so much time to finish the scan, because the number of scanned pages now are a lot now. Instead of just scanning the login page, it's now scanning the whole metasploitable car Linux. So because of time, it may not finish anytime soon. Let me stop it. So I've stopped, but already you can see that there are so many errors that have been picked, and you see it's still populating. So this is what I just wanted to show you on this tool. It's a very detailed tool which collects evidence. If you come here on the history, you can see that the first time I did this around the 10, then at 22, 33, I did this, and this was the number of bytes of the data or of the evidence that was collected. So yeah, I'm sure this was useful. That brings us to the end of the presentation. A manual will also be shared so that you'll be able to peruse and understand the process. Thank you very much. God bless you.